Okay, so the thing I wanted to say was then that's why it's kind of hard to explain, but like Mexico has a bull, a very bad one too. And it comes from that going all the way up and then they have like their own type of mouth of Egypt, if you want to call it. So I tried to, not have them like go through that, but that's why El Salvador was like, well, don't be a hypocrite type thing. That's what they were kind of in a service fight for. But the other thing is it's not them particularly because I have more of a, um, you know, uh, mandrake. I had to mandrake, because of the area where I'm at, the water, plus, um, some of the people that were here first and stuff like that. And then it was 100-year-old greenhouse at first, and it was actually like a blue, but so the like they kind of like my mandrake, but they're not mandrakes. And like, but hazel, like the hazel-eyed people love my mandrake. They love my mandrake, okay? But um they can't sell boy, like they can't, I don't know. They can't exactly do that going down Madagascar on a calf. Like, calf or caffeine or like corn calf or something like that. Like they can't really do it going back down. But that's why the one video where is like they they think they're touching the den of bulb, and I'm like, no, it's a bull. It's definitely a bull. And they're like Memphis people, corn of Memphis type people, and that can be really really bad and very dumb. So I didn't hate that. The only person that ever tried to give me coke was actually the El Salvadorian guy because he's got um a situation with that probably. But I felt kind of bad for like the Noida thing, which was like a Guatemalan thing. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. And definitely don't hate them. Um, Threatening, what felt threatening, of course, was that like my ex tried to grab the cousin from that. So I was like, if they say that it was somebody's cousin that they tried, they'll go back down with that. But it's not really, I don't think that's what the case is. I think it's from a bull because there's three parts that people can bull on. Noah's flood or Noah, um, Daniel, and number three, and Daniel's the middle one too. Number three is not that one. It's I forgot what it is. Job. And Job was a big one up here. So like when they went in the winter time, it started becoming like that. So um the bull on that one though, the middle one, and it's really bad because like I think after 9/11 they were like everyone including your moms could get coronavirus too, like from this stuff if they actually um this is why I said I like Joe and Joe Ash because that actually saves it. But like when they did the study, they actually killed the older sister, like even on an island, and they're Hawaiian. They're really legitimately 100% from Hawaii. They are not mixed, and that actually happened to them. So like they intentionally tried to block that in case somebody tried to do one of those things. Like, I believe actually that study on the island actually literally caused it. Then they try to cut it with, bringing somebody in who is actually, he's not the father of the kids, but he is with a Korean one. So the Korean one was like was next to him. Jean was like not like a Genesis sister, but she did feel like after she lost the first daughter, the oldest daughter, who was much older actually, that like she seemed to like always try to talk like she was an immigrant from that situation. And she was still a really nice person. And then I'm trying to think of another example I could give you. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty good. I mean, if you can't put the pieces together and know something's wrong, then about doing the bool thing, it's hard to explain about the small thing because it's just like the last clip in I don't remember if it's Snow White and the Huntsman, where I didn't even watch the show. I didn't even watch it. But uh the Kirsten Stewart thing where she's actually lying down has incredibly strong features that it's like a male, and the drunk guy can't see that because somebody actually mandraked on somebody much smaller. And it's not about gay or enticing people to be gay or not. That's why I said actually on the tiger side, one of the tigers actually attacked one of the Siegfried and Roy people. And it was probably not because I accuse them or anything of doing it, but that they use a tiger sometimes, like in the training or whatever, um, because it could be actually that they're trying to uh, push the idea or force it. And that can go all the way to like furniture and everything. So that is actually, it did actually happen. So there was somebody that was actually trying to entice in society or sell it that you have to be gay. Yeah. All right. So there you go. But they don't understand Abul and Daniel. Bye.